Hey guys, this is Andrew with Figure Fandom Review, and today we're going to be reviewing the SH Figuarts Bruce Leroy 50th anniversary version. Nah, I'm just kidding. Now this is the SH Figuarts Bruce Lee 50th anniversary of his death. For those of you who do know who Bruce Leroy is, please comment down below so all of us old people can talk amongst ourselves. I'm pretty sure I dated myself just now. Anyways, a really cool figure. I'm a huge fan of Bruce Lee, so I'm hoping to not be biased in this review in any way, but I'm sure a lot of us are fans of him and his work. But mostly good. There are some cons with this figure, which I will go over, but as a whole, I can't wait to just get into the review. So let's go ahead, take him off the stand, and let's talk about him. So now that I get him off the stand, we're going to take a look at the figure. However, first, I do want to take a look at the box art, because I believe the packaging for this is very special, and you can tell they put a lot of little nods to Bruce Lee as a whole in this box, which I'll show you right now. So, looking at the box, first thing you're going to notice about it is the colors. You have the yellow and black, which is a nod at his yellow and black jumpsuit he wore for, I believe it was Game of Death. Again, I'm not a Bruce Lee aficionado, but I think that's what it was. If I'm wrong, please don't kill me. But the subtle nod to that, or not so subtle rather, they also have the Legacy 50th version, which is really cool because it is the 50th anniversary of his passing. You have the Legacy Dragon symbol, and another little nod, if you didn't know, Bruce Lee was born in the year of the dragon. And in the Chinese zodiac, that's a very prestigious and lucky year to be born in. So people who are born in the dragon are said to go on to do great things, which I guess is true. You have the Bruce Lee symbol right here. Another fun little nod, if you're not aware, there's slashes right here, and that is actually representing the time he got slashed by the claws in the movie Enter the Dragon. So there's a nod to that as well, which is pretty cool. The side, you're going to have a silhouette of Bruce Lee with nunchucks, and of course it does show again the Legacy 50th version. Now, if you look at the back, you're going to have, of course, like traditional SH Figuarts, all the poses you could put him in. So you have the iconic, him with his nunchucks, sidekick, and his fighting stance, as well as other poses you can put him in, showcasing some of his weapons that you come in the package, as well as other poses that are, I guess, common Bruce Lee poses. Down here you have the different face plates, which is 3 right here. The one that comes on the package, looking to his right side. Him with his aggressive, angry, I'm going to step on your neck face, and this one, which is just his, cheeky lips, kind of, ready to fight face. And that is pretty much it. The bottom of the box, though, does have, I guess, a QR code and just another picture of him. All right, so let's get into the figure. So one of the first things, and I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I can. I am a Bruce Lee fan, but I do want to give this figure an honest opinion. So looking at this figure right away, you're going to notice there is beautiful shading. Let's look at this way, buddy. There's beautiful shading. It is a beautiful figure, man. It's just so, it's Bruce Lee, It really is. The hair on mine, everything is pretty clean. This face is, it's a Bruce Lee face. The only problem I have with this face is it looks a little RBF-ish. It's supposed to be like his neutral stern face, but it does just look like he has some RBF going on. So yeah, but there's beautiful shading on the abdominal area in the center of the chest to make it pop, which is good. He's got shading throughout in his arm, so you can see, you get those beautiful lines and curves and detail. Amazing triceps. Just overall, even on the pants, there is some what appear to be either shading or just some subtle line work to make it pop in the light. I'm not sure, but it looks beautiful. So a really awesome looking figure as a whole. So I really can't say enough good things about it, man. Just beautiful. If you were looking for a Bruce Lee figure, this is it. All right. So aesthetically, he's perfect. to me at least. There's no complaints. It looks like Bruce Lee. The only issue, like I said, I do have is this face that comes in the packaging. He does look a little like, just like he's just got resting bitch face. So that's the only problem. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the articulation of the figure. So getting to the articulation, we're going to start at the top, work our way down. So for head pivot, let's see, we get about that much to that side, and to the opposite side, you get about that much. So pretty decent. Looking back, you do not get a whole lot looking back, and that is because, the hairpiece right here, you see what's going on with it, it bumps into the base of his neck, and that affects his upward looking. So that's going to be an issue. However, looking down, you've got really good range looking down, so that's nice. So getting into his arms can only go up about that high, which is kind of strange. It looks like they should be able to go higher, but every time I've tried, I've popped his arms out the socket, and I'm not going to test that again. So that's kind of weird, but he can easily go all the way around if you need to. He has a bicep swivel, which works pretty well. He does have a double jointed elbow. Sorry, hit my camera. He does have a double jointed elbow right there. His wrist is on a wrist peg, a very thin one at that. So his wrist looks, let me move this around. So you get all kinds of range with it, which is good. But the wrists, the pegs are very, very thin. It's kind of scary putting on the hands on there, so just be careful. He does have a butterfly joint, and I actually like his butterfly joint. It doesn't make his arms cross or anything, at least not on mine. I can't get them to cross. However, it does look pretty decent, especially from the back. It also gives him this little cobra thing going on. And the gapping here, it looks worse on camera than it actually is in person, if that makes sense. But it's pretty good. You get some good range out of it, and then on top of that, you can like swing his arms all the way out, that way, and then you get the chest butterfly, I guess. So it looks pretty good. Moving into his waist / his upper chest cut. So you can look down a fair amount, and ultimately you will pop out. So just be careful, like I just did. You can look down a fair amount, and so far I've been messing with this a lot, and I haven't gotten any scratching on the ab part of him from this. So this is the part where generally you're going to get a lot of plastic rub between the two parts when you crunch them down like that, but I haven't received any of that yet on my figure, and I've been doing this quite a bit. So it's hopefully all the figures are like that, so you don't have to necessarily worry about that. But just to be sure, you might want to be careful and just take it slow in case you don't want to scratch up anything in his lower abs. But yeah, but you do get good, some good range out of it. So you can look down quite a bit, and you can, look up quite a bit. So not bad. His waist, his lower waist is not going to give you a whole lot of down and back. It just kind of aids this to give you that extra you need. And you can't go too much side to side, so there's not a whole lot of side to side. It's kind of limited, but for the poses that I was putting him in, I didn't really have any problems. If you're doing like the traditional Bruce Lee poses and that's what you're going to keep him in, you shouldn't have any issues at all. You can twist it, which is what you're going to be using a lot of, to get a little bit more twist in his side kick, so he looks like he's throwing his side kick organically. You do have that. Now, moving to the legs, I love and I don't like the pants. So the pants look good. They just look good just from afar. The problem is like sometimes, like right now, I'm trying to pull his leg up, and it's because the tip of these pants are running into the top of the pants. And so I kind of have to like kind of twist it a little bit and do this little dance to get it underneath so he can, throw his leg out. So it's a little weird. But I mean, when you're just standing there looking at him, he looks really good. So it's kind of like a love-hate relationship with that. However, though, once you do get them moving, he is completely functional. So he does have this, full-on out, 90-degree, kick. He does have a double-jointed knee, which, works well. He does have a thigh swivel, And you will get that joint showing if you just do it like, have them cut out like that. Usually you're going to want to hide it in some way by like moving the rest of the figure so it doesn't really look too weird. But if you just do it like that, you're going to see that little peg there. So it's, just be aware of that. So yeah, as far as the ankles go, he is a martial artist, so he does have that blade kick, that ankle rocker, and he has a really decent toe hinge that I think works pretty well. So the only problem that you will have with the legs, in my opinion, is when you're trying to kick back, you're going to get him kicking out to the side. And that's because they gave him the old butt diaper. So right here, the way this is shaped, it just forces the legs out to the side instead of going back. So that kind of is annoying. But, for the poses that I was doing and the kicks that I was having him in, it didn't bother me, although Bruce Lee is Bruce Lee, so he should be able to do a back kick without any issues. But yeah, but articulation is fairly solid though still, even with the little issues that are there. I didn't find them to be, stopping me from doing the poses I wanted. So it's just, if you want to put him in some really outlandish poses, you might have some issues. All right, let's go ahead and let's move into accessories. Starting with the face plates, we have his traditional, wah kind of face, when he's fighting. So that's pretty cool. We also get his fighting face, but looking over to his right. We also get his angry, screaming, just wah, stepping on your neck face right here. For hands, we get two karate chopping hands, or they could be like, like, come here, let's fight kind of hands. Kind of cool. We also get his kind of relaxed, open palm hands. We definitely get his fighting pose hands, his iconic Bruce Lee fighting pose hands. Here we have two weapon holding hands. And we also get a thumbs up, or pointing to himself because he's the man, hands. For weapon accessories, we do get two collie sticks. We also get his iconic nunchuck, as well as Bruce Lee's bow staff. And lastly, we do get a display stand. So this display stand is really cool, has the legacy with the dragon symbol and obviously Bruce Lee at the bottom. It does not come with a stand, like an actual stand to hold the figure up on, or to maybe do have him doing a flying kick or anything. So it doesn't come with that. However, if you do have one of those SH Figuarts stands, you can simply just peg it through here, or any of the four corners, and display him that way. So they do allow you to do that. However, you would need to have the stand first, the actual plastic part that holds the figure up. But still, really cool. Well, that's it, guys. SH Figuarts Bruce Lee Legacy 50th version. If you are a toy collector like myself, or if you're just a fan of Bruce Lee, I think this is an awesome buy. The box alone has so much, attention to Bruce Lee's life and legacy on it, much less the figure that is beautifully painted, has amazing sculpt work. Yeah, there's a couple little issues, with the maybe looking back, which is common now with Figuarts, if you want to be honest. Or, just, with his, legs and kicking back. Outside of those two little things that, for me, weren't really a big deal, the figure is a joy to pose. Like, I was playing with this figure, reposing him, trying to recreate scenes from his movies. It's so much fun. This is a really fun figure, and truly feels like something that is really meant for a collector, honestly. So if you're a fan of him in any way, or you just like fun figures to pose around, this is actually really, really good. It'll look great on a desk, shelf, whatever you want to put it on, honestly. Or even if you want to keep it in the box itself, the box is beautiful. So for me, man, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 for the sake of trying not to look biased also, but it is a very good figure, honestly. And I had a ton of fun playing around with it and experimenting with poses. So if you are new to my channel, I do weekly posts, mainly with the SH Figuarts. That's what I end up getting the most, but I do have Storm collectibles that are that I get in. I do get NECA figures. I do get Star Wars Black Series. So I do go around. Lately, though, it's been a slew of SH Figuarts. However, please leave a comment. If you do like this channel, you do like what I have to offer, go ahead and subscribe. But definitely comment. I do read the comments. I'd like to engage with the community because, we are a very niche community. So with that being said, as always, everybody please stay safe and keep collecting. Catch you later.